Being present can be summed up as spontaneity through authenticity.
So I get what you're saying about how a lot of the lack of communication comes from we're in our head, we're overthinking, we're not present. Where does that come from though? Because I notice this, like, especially people my age, we are chronically overthinking everything. Why?
Yeah, there could be a number of reasons. The most common reason that I can almost guarantee is overstimulation. Overstimulation, especially through social media. I know I'm going to sound like such an old man by saying this, but everybody should check their screen time. It is so detrimental to your ability to be present to the moment, because what is presence at the end of the day? It's attention span on the moment. People lack attention span. They literally watch when you we all do it, let's admit it. When we doom scroll, we give a video almost a second before we scroll on to the next one. Did it get my attention in the first second? Nope, scroll past. Does that get my attention for a second? Nope, we scroll past. It's too much. Therefore, that makes it very difficult. Your mind just gets used to so much stimulation to the point where you can't sit down and have a conversation with a friend without checking your phone, without checking notifications. We're always looking for the next thing. So limiting your screen time would be a good approach for this. Another reason people get stuck in their head is simply because of ego. Ego in the sense of the word, that the stories that you tell yourself. Am I interesting enough? Am I cool enough? Am I smart enough? Do I sound smart? Do I look and sound impressive when I speak up? I wonder what they think about me. I wonder if they're judging me. Most people I speak to, when I ask them, what are you overthinking about? They tell me they're wondering what other people think about them. It's so interesting, Canyon. It doesn't matter how high you go in the financial, social, professional ladder, people are always worried about what others think. Now, if you're worrying, I mean, think about it. Imagine a networking event where nobody knows each other and there's a circle. Most people are standing there with their hands in their pockets or a drink in front of them to shield themselves. And they're just wondering how they look. They feel awkward. Why do
Hmm.
they feel awkward? Because I don't know what to do with my hands. Do I look weird? Do I look awkward? That's ego, because the ego is only concerned with itself. It's selfish. It worries and thinks and overcomplicates the situation, thinking that everybody's paying attention to you and it's all about you. That's what they're going to remember. No, the reality is everybody's thinking about themselves. It's a personal yet universal problem.
Yeah, it's ironic, right? We're like, I'm worried what everyone's thinking about me, but everybody is also having that exact same thought, wondering what you're thinking about them.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. No, it's true. And when you flip that script and ask yourself, how much do I enjoy being in the presence of this person? That's helpful. I wouldn't really advise that too much. It's just an example of how you can reframe it. Another reframe is, how much fun can I have in this interaction right now? How much fun can
Mhm.
I have in the conversation? Rather than how do I look? It's people taking themselves too seriously, which causes overthinking.
How much of communication do you think is verbal versus nonverbal?
Have you heard that statistic that a large portion of your communication is body language, which is like 75% or something, and then you have about 20%, which is tonality, and then 5% the words?
Hmm.
I think there's a missing piece to that equation, which is your emotional state. That is reflected in your body language. So, to answer your question, how much of communication is actually verbal compared to the rest? It's quite low. It's very low, almost bordering on insignificant. It depends on the context. For example, if you're in a technical role, you're an engineer, a lawyer in medicine, then your words definitely hold more weight in those specific contexts. But in team meetings, some team meetings, in personal social interactions, your words almost don't matter at all. People don't remember what you say to them, they remember how you made them feel.
Mm.
We are interested in people because of how they make us feel, not because of what they say. So people think, sometimes when I have a new client, they say, Shaka, I want to improve my vocabulary, or I want to learn how to say the right things. And I tell them, that's good. You should try to improve your vocabulary. You should try to articulate your thoughts clearly. But that's not your problem. Your problem is you look stiff. Your problem is you look nervous. Let's fix that first. The words will follow. It's actually
Yeah.
very amazing, Canyon, when you improve your energetic state and then your body language, so your presence and then your body language, the words follow. It becomes easier to speak.